Welcome back. Previously, we dealt the determinant concept, and we have dealt with the concept, meaning, and how a determinant is represented, what are the signs, and how the sign brackets are used. And we also dealt with computation of determinant value in case of a determinant order 2 as well as of the order 3. Today we will discuss some of the other cases that comes under determinants. Next case, evaluate determinants of order 4. Previously we were dealing with determinant of order 3. So now we are going to deal with determinant of order 4. So this is a case of determinant of order 4. See, it is represented by line brackets and consisting of 4 rows and 4 columns. Usually determinant will be a case of a matrix of a square matrix, or sorry, a square determinant. So how you are going to deal with an order of 4 determinant? As I have told in the previous class, you have once the number of order increases, you have to do the computation more. If it is in the order of 3, you have to do subdeterminants of 3. If it is in the order of 4, you have to do a subdeterminants of 4. So how you are going to deal with? The basic principle or the basic core of the equation for dealing with the determinants is the cross multiplication of this subdeterminant consisting of two items. Two items means two rows and two columns. So how you are going to split this entire determinant of the order 4 into that small determinant? That is the most trickiest part. The computations and the peculiar steps we are following has been discussed previously. So how we are going to deal in this particular case? So first of all, you have to split or you have to disintegrate this entire determinant into smaller parts. First, change the entire determinant or determinant into an order of 3. Order of 3 means this determinant has to be disintegrated into a determinant consisting of 3 rows and 3 columns. So how we are going to deal with? As we have discussed earlier, the same principle which we have dealt in the case of determinant of order 3 has to be followed here. So how we are going to extract the determinants of the order 3 from this entire determinant of the order 4? First of all, the basic concept, you need to select the first item or the first element of the first row of that particular determinant. Here it is 1. So whenever you select a particular element within a determinant, the items within that row as well as items within that column will be neglected. See, the columns are neglected and the row is neglected. So the remaining items is the selected one as well as the other remaining items within the determinant. See, if you represent the same in the form of a determinant like this, see, 1 into 1 means the number which you have selected, 1 into determinant lines within that, the remaining numbers 1, 0, 2, 1, 3, 2 and minus 1, 2, 3. So if you look closely, you can understand that now it is in the determinant of the order 3. So whenever the number or the order of a determinant increases, you need to disintegrate or you need to split the entire determinant into smaller orders. 4 has to be disintegrated into order 3. Then from that order 3, you have to change it to order 2. Then only you can use the computation. So when the number or the order increases, your computations also increases. That is the concept. The principles and the method and computation equations remain the same. So now you have a determinant of the order 3. So 1 into first one. Next, the element in that row is 2. So whenever you select a element within that row, the corresponding rows and the columns will be neglected. See, the column within which the number pertains or stands is neglected, as well as the items in that particular row also neglected. So how you are going to represent it? So 1 into the first case minus, remember you need to put the sign and the sign has to be used simultaneously depending upon the computation. So it begins with minus. Minus. Minus 2. 2 means selected number. 2 into the remaining items or the remaining elements has to be put in the order of 3. So the next one 2, 0, 2. See 2, 0, 2. Minus 2, 3, 2. Minus 2, 3, 2 and 1, 2, 3. So you have dealt with the second case. Next element you have to select is 3. So the same rule and the same principle, whenever you select the element within that particular row, the corresponding column in which the element stands as well as the corresponding row in which the element stands will be neglected. So the remaining numbers will be the number which you have selected and the other elements which are not standing in that particular row and column. So that has to be represented in the order 3 into 3, and remember you need to put the sign. So the next sign just be used simultaneously. Earlier it was minus, so now it will be plus. Plus the selected number is 3 and the remaining elements is 2, 1, 2, see 2, 1, 2, minus 2, 1 and 2, minus 2, 1, 2, 1, minus 3, minus 1 and 3. See 1, minus 1 and 3. So finally the last one is 1. As per the rule, the corresponding columns and the rows will be neglected, so the remaining items can be represented as minus 1. See, here the minus sign has to be put depending upon the computation. We begin with minus, plus, then minus. So minus 1 into the remaining elements within that determinant has to be represented in the order of 3. So 2, 1, 0, minus 2, 1, 3, 1, minus 1, 2. So now you have the subdeterminants. Subdeterminants means the determinants which you have extracted from the question which you have been given. Now it is in the order of 3. And previously we discussed how to find the order of a matrix or the determinant of a determinant value if it is in the order of 3. From now on, or from this point onwards, you have to follow the steps which we have learned in the previous class. So again, the first one is 1 into this matrix. So how we are going to deal with? So now you need to evaluate separately all the 4 determinants of the order 3. So the first one is 1, 0, 2, 1, 3, 2, minus 1, 2, 3. So now you need to solve this determinant in the computation as per the order 3. So first one, again 1, you have to select the 1 into the corresponding rows and columns will be neglected. So the remaining is 3, 2 and 2, 3. 3, 2 and 2, 3. So first one is over. Minus, you have to put the sign 0. 0 is the second element in the first row of that particular determinant. 1 and 2 will be neglected as well as 3 and 2 will be neglected. I hope you all guys know how to deal with that aspect. So the remaining numbers is 1, 2, minus 1 and 3. After putting minus sign, you have to go for the plus sign. So plus, the next number is 2. 2 into 1, 3, minus 1 and 2. So by solving this part, or the computation of this can be done as 1 into 3 into 3, 9, minus 2 into 2, 4. Here the minus sign is a default sign. Minus 0, 0 into 1 into 3, 3 and minus 1 into 2. Minus 1 into 2 you will get minus 2, but within this bracket there is minus sign, so minus and minus will become plus. Next one, plus 2 into 1 into 2, 2 plus minus 1 into 3, it will be minus 3. The same concept, within this it was minus sign, so minus into minus it will be plus. By solving that you will get 15. So you have solved one part. Likewise, you have to solve the remaining 3 items. Let's deal with that aspect. Next determinant is 2, 0, 2, minus 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So remember, never take minus 2 during this computation part. For the this computation, the computation means solving or dealing with the order of 3, you need to take only the elements within that particular determinant. We will take these 1, 2, 3 and 1 at the end. So the second determinant is 2, 0, 2, minus 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. The same procedure which we have followed just now has to be followed in this case. Same case, 2 into 3, 2, 2, 3 minus 0 into minus 2, 2, 1, 3 plus 2 into minus 2, 3, 1 and 2. I hope you know how to find these numbers. If you have any doubts, just go through the previous step which we have dealt, or if you have any doubts still need to be clarified, just go for the previous module or previous session in which we have dealt in detail the example or the case. So by computing this area, you will get 2 into 3 into 3, 9 minus 4 minus 0 into minus 6 minus 2 plus 2 into the numbers within the bracket. By solving that, you will get minus 4. So at the beginning, you were given a determinant of the order 4, which has been disintegrated into determinant of the order 3, and again the 3 determinant of the order 3 has to be dealt individually. So the first one is 15, the second determinant is minus 4. Likewise, you have to go for the next one. 2, 1, 2, minus 2, 1, 2, 1, minus 1 and 3. The same steps and same procedure has to be followed here too. First one, 2 into 2 means the first element of the first row, 2 into the remaining numbers is 1, 2, minus 1, 3 because the corresponding rows and columns should be neglected. So 1, 2, minus 1, 3 minus, because once you done the computation of the first element, you have to put minus. Next, the element is 1. So when you select the 1, the corresponding numbers in that row and corresponding numbers in that column is neglected. So the remaining is minus 2, 2, 1 and 3. Next one plus, the next item is 2, 2 into, remaining item is minus 2, 1, 1 and minus 1. So by using the basic mathematical computation of determinant, you will get 2 into 3 plus 2 minus 1, minus 2 into 3 it will be minus 6 and 1 into 2 is 2. So minus 2 means within the bracket you need to take subtraction, plus 2 into minus 2 into minus 1, 2 minus 1 into 1, 1. So if you solve that, you will get 20. So now you have found the determinant values of 3 sub-determinants of the order 3, and finally you have one more determinant. You have to solve the same case. Finally, the last determinant is 2, 1, 0, minus 2, 1, 3, 1, minus 1, 2. If you just go through the previous slide, you can see that. By solving or by following the basic concept of determinant of the order 3, same case 2, that is a common number 2. So the remaining numbers is 1, 3, minus 1 and 2, minus next number is 1, 1 into minus 2, 3, 1, 2. Because the corresponding rows and corresponding columns are neglected. Once you put minus, you have to put plus, plus the next item is 0, 0 into minus 2, 1, 1 and minus 1. By solving that, you will get 2 into 2 plus 3 minus 1 into minus 4 minus 3 plus 0 into 2 minus 1. So by solving that, you will get 17. So now you have the determinant value for the 4 determinants of the order 3. And the next part is the important one. You need to be very cautious. So the determinant of the order 4 is evaluated and disintegrated into determinant of order 3, and the values of each individual determinants are 15 minus 4, 20 and 17. The computation is not completed. The next step is we have found 15 minus 4, 20 and 17 of these determinants of the value of the order 3. It was represented as 1 into this determinant, and we selected only this determinant and found this 15, and we have dealt this determinant, you got minus 4, and we have dealt this same determinant, got 20. See, we have got 20. So the next computation will be, you need to multiply each value of the determinant. Each value means here this determinant is 15. Remember, the determinant of, or the first determinant has a common factor of 1. So the value of determinant of the first one is 15 can be written as 1 into 15. Likewise, here the second determinant value is minus 4. And the common factor of that determinant is minus 2. So it can be written as minus 2 into minus 4. So it will be written as first one, 1. 1 is the common factor of the first determinant. 1 into the determinant representing value is 15. So 1 into 15 minus 2 into 2 into this determinant value is minus 4, which we have found, plus 3 into the next determinant value you have solved and found that it is 20. So 3 into 20 minus 1 into 17. See, you have done the same computation. So by solving that, you will get 65. So the determinant of the order for the value of that particular determinant is represented by 65. So this is how you have to deal with the determinants of the different types of order. Within that computation, the principal factor or the equation as well as the computations are almost similar, but there are some peculiar steps that has to be taken and has to be followed. So just go through the cases, familiarize each concept. If you have any doubts, just contact me. That's all for today. Thank you.